Hey guys, it's Cindy over Paper Old and New. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me. I am going to show you a bit of a redo on a making with my mess video that I did. This is a 12 by 12 video because a little while back in a making with my mess video, we took these Tim Holtz cards. Some people may have these. They come in a 3 by 6, a 3 by 4, and a 2 by 3 size. And I took these and I said, well, they're stashed away and I'm not using them for anything, so I'm going to get them out. And we made little booklets out of them. Well, I got to thinking about it when I had one out the other day because I was going to decorate it and use it in a project. And I thought to myself, could we do that with a piece of 12? Could we do that with 12 by 12 paper? If you take 3 sheets and you cut it right, you can get 4 books. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut one of the pieces of paper. I've cut some already. You're going to cut a 12 by 12 piece of paper into 3-inch strips. So this is 3 inches wide, cut off of here. 3 inches wide, cut off of here. And then I got to split this one more time and we're going to get another 3-inch strip out of it. Okay. So far, not real difficult, right? Because remember, everything in the Tim Holtz kit was 3 by something. So these are our 3s. Now, the tallest thing we used in the Tim Holtz cards was 3 by 6. So we're going to take all of these strips now and we're going to cut them in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cut them right here. So basically what this ends up doing is you end up using up 3 sheets of 12 by 12 paper and you get 4 little booklets out of it that you can then tuck into a journal, or you could use it as some sort of a gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have lots of little pockets in them. You could give it a flippy pad. There's lots of things. You can glue these into journals. There's lots of different things you can do with them. So we are going to get some of these made, and hopefully, like I said, it's kind of a repeat in that we've already made booklets like this, except now we're going to do it using up some of that 12 by 12 paper we've got sitting around. Now, admittedly, this is double-sided, so I've got both sides to work with, since you get to see both sides of the paper when you're flipping around in the book. If you don't have double-sided paper, you could cover your... Sorry, I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count and talk at the same time. You could cover the white side of your paper however you want to, or don't cover the white side of your paper. Just put pockets on it and maybe stamp or stencil on it, or, whatever like that. And it would be just fine depending on what you're using it in and depending on, what kind of journal you're making. Maybe you don't mind the white sides. Not everybody does. And guys, we're all different. It's all good. I'm looking for... I told you it makes 4 booklets. I selected these off to the side because I thought they would make a good cover piece. So these are 2 of my covers. And this one's got an octopus on it, even though I had to snip off his top of his head. You can kind of barely see him in there, but I kind of had to snip off the top of his head to get the 3 inches, but we're still going to use him as a cover. And then I was thinking about the stripes, but I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of them. I could use that. Although I do already have one of those. I could use our fishy here. I had to turn him on his side because otherwise, if I turned him this way, I would cut his face off. So that way he went. And maybe I'll use him as a cover, and then I can decorate around him. All right, and then we have all of our other pieces. Now, to make these booklets, you need, they're 3 panels, right? So with double-sided paper, hold on, let me pull. I did make some. So with double-sided paper, I made them and they look like this, right? And they have 3 panels. So this is what we're going to make. So I need panels for the rest. So let's get our fish. He's going to be our first cover, and this is going to be his back. So let's see what we've got to go with him. And we will make, do we mind these next to each other? Or maybe that? I don't mind those next to each other. Yeah. Let's see what else I got. That's not too bad. That's got some pink in it. I don't mind that. This will probably be the hardest part of this, is making... This paper was very, very busy. Let's do this piece. Maybe. Okay. All right, so these are going to be our pieces for our booklet. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do, so that'll flip in on there, and that'll close. It's a rough one, guys. Like I said, this paper is crazy. I might end up having to do it the other way. What if I put this? I'm going to put this one this way. That way when that turns in, yeah, I like that better. Okay, sorry about that. So these are our pieces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these and we're going to cut them so that we have pockets to put on our pages. And we can use either side. And I think I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut it this way. So we're going to make a 4-inch and a 2-inch. Remember, we had the 3 sizes in the Tim Holtz cards were 3x6, 3x4, and 3x2. So this is a 3x2 and a 3x4. So we have a 4 here. I'm going to put this one on here, I think. And you can swap these around any way you want. So like in some of my booklets, the tall pocket was on the front. Okay, so the 4-inch pocket was on the front. And in some of the booklets, you can put the 4-inch pocket in the back or in the middle, however you want to do it. As a matter of fact, I might put this one in the middle. Usually, no, I want to put it here because I like this flower, so we're going to not cover that up. Usually what I do is I stack the middle. That's going to go all the way up. With this busy paper, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we're going to cut this one. If I stop hiding things from myself again. Oh my Lord, guys. And it was right there where I was looking for it. Because half of me was thinking about what I was looking for and the other half of me was listening to the noise going on above my head. Guys. Okay. So this is going to be, we're going to turn it that way. like that. All right. It's crazy, guys. This is crazy. And then, no, not the same one. And then maybe some, not right next to each other. Oh, I was going to do a red one. Okay. Here, we can do it this way. I'll cut this off of here. I was going to put a red pocket on there. Okay, and this would be the pocket on here. See how crazy that is? Isn't it? Right? I'm going to get my ink because Lord only knows this paper is going to need all the help it can get. As far as keeping stuff like layers separate. Sorry for all the banging upstairs, guys. My house is a nightmare when it comes to this kind of noise. Okay. I'm going to clip the bottom and then we're going to clip this piece. I didn't clip them right away, mainly because even though I cut them 3 inches wide according to my grid mat, sometimes they're slightly off. And so I end up having to what do you call it? I end up having to trim them, and then the rounded corners get cut anyway, so I don't. Okay. I'm just going to ink right now. For now, I'm just going to ink the sections where I wouldn't be able to ink after I glue, and I'll ink the rest later. So I want a nice line there because, like I said, these really busy, bright papers, really hard to distinguish sheets. I think this is a good way to use up 12 by 12 though, if you've got it. So, and like I said, on the inside, obviously your booklet's going to be somewhat white, and you can modify based on the fact that you have white on the inside of the book. So if this was a white page, maybe what I do is brush ink on it and put this pocket on here, but maybe I glue a flippy pad here to cover up the white and give it more. There we go. Okay, so that was a pocket to cover up this white. And then on this one, I could do same thing. I could rub some ink up here or put a little bit of coffee dyed paper up here. And then I'm going to be putting these down, and that will cover up most of this. And same with this side. Only the top 2 inches are going to be exposed on these two because you're putting down a 4-inch pocket on a 6-inch piece. I'm just making sure that these all line up, and then I'm going to, you know what? Can I get them in there? I can. Just clip all 3 bottoms at once. All right. And then we're going to clip. Almost lost my dauber. And for some things, like I said, if you're using bright colors and like this paper has white in it, depending on what colors and stuff you're using, maybe you're doing a children's book, maybe you're doing a little golden book, maybe you're not going for a vintage style. It doesn't necessarily have to be, I mean, there's nothing wrong with white. It's just, we usually try to get rid of it if we're trying to do something shabby chic or vintage or whatever. All right, we're going to offset because I like them offset. And I'm going to ink, like I said, I'm going to ink the parts that I wouldn't normally be able to ink after it's glued. So that's basically this top edge. The rest of it, I just have to remember to glue it before I hinge the pieces together. As for the hinging and the connecting of the pages, I'm going to show you. I mean, we're going to do it, but you can use ribbon. You can use strips of fabric. I suppose you could sew them. You could do it with tabs. If you guys have ever done a tab booklet, I suppose you could do it like that. So yeah, you have options on how you want to put these together. I really like the long strip down the side to like hold it, so that it acts like a little spine. So we'll get this middle piece done. All right, like that. And I will admit that when I do this, you have a couple of extra pockets. So if we have enough time and I can get all of these books made, hopefully, if I don't do a lot of hemming and hawing on the next few, as far as what panels with what and what colors go and all that, hopefully I can just get them together and we can look at getting the hinges and everything on. There I go, thinking and not... Oh, I forgot to glue this pocket. Nice. It's my dog and her rope toy. Either they're riling her up or she's getting a hold of it and trying to get them to play with her. I don't know which it is, but... Okay, now we can clip this one. Do some ink. I love it when you hit it just right and it pops the corner of the paper and it makes that loud snap. This paper being so busy, I've been looking for things to do with it, so I figured I would try this. It's probably not the best for this because you can see the trouble I'm having matching, like getting 3 pieces together and matching their backs and fronts. But they'll be fun to play with once they're together, won't they? Should be interesting decorating them, I'll tell you that. Okay, so there's all of our pockets done. All right. Let's see. Okay, so what happened is once we hinge it, it'll go like that, and then it'll go like that, and that'll be the cover, and it'll look like that. Okay, let's see if I can get the others picked out with their panels. So this one is red on the back. Okay, I think we can do that. And then maybe this. I think it goes this. Oh no. Well, I mean, I can. But wait. What about... Oh, that's the blue. That's the crazy. I don't have one of these in here. Maybe I could do... Oh, I could do green on this side. Let's do that. And then this folds over. Yeah, that'd be okay. All right, let's do that. That was a little bit quicker anyway. None of this is really upside down or right side up because all the words are going this way. I like this, gives more interest to me. So I'm going to let that be at the top. This time what we might do is make the bottom, make this one the small pocket and this one the tall pocket, like I've said we've done in the past. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to cut this piece. Let me see what color, what I have. I might be able to use this one. I'll set it aside because we already have it cut. And I'm going to cut this piece and make sure there's nothing. Oh no, it's just stripes. Nothing on either end I want to salvage. So we're just going to cut a 2-inch piece here. And I think we'll do that there. And then the tall pocket's going to go on this side. Should I make it? I am going to be covering up the stripes. Question is with what? No. Maybe. What do we think? Do we think? I think that might be a little much. What about something like... Oh, this one's already cut. What about something like this? Could we add blue in there and then stick this on? All right, we're going to do it. All right, so that would be my end. So this will flip in, and then this will, if you don't glue it to your mat, flip over. All right, and then that's our cover on that one. Okay, let's see what we got. So this is going to be my cover on this one. Ooh, green on the inside. So maybe we'll do this guy. And then there's some red in him, so maybe we'll do this guy. Maybe I'll turn it this way so we can, no, words are upside down if I turn it that way. And then if that flips in, I'm okay with that. There's no pink to clash with it. So that'll work. I think I want to cut this into 2. And there might be pink to clash with it in a minute. As if I'm trying to make this hard on myself. Actually, no. I like this little design, so we're going to stick that there. And I could stick that. It's kind of a orangey pink, which is also in here. I don't mind that. Should I stick it there, or should it be my pocket here? It might be my pocket here. My tall on this sheet. Yeah. Oh, I've got all my panels thrown over here for some reason. I don't have any of this in there. Oh, it's a very patterned piece. That's very generic. I could do that. I could do anything with that. I think these were next to each other. Maybe not. I think we'll cut this off right here. I can't decide if There's a piece of me that wants to put the blue on here because I've lost it. Ooh, or that. That would do good. I think we'll do that. And then I can put the red on here. Like that. Okay, here we go again. So that's the base of the booklet. Okay, I'm back. So this is, oh, uh-oh. Well, I'm glued to the mat. There we go. Yikes. All right, so this is our 3 panels, or these are our 3 panels, and we are going to bind them with this, which I think will be really good against the colorful cardstock. So I'm going to need 2 of these. I'm going to show you how to bind the one, and then you'll get the idea, and then that will be, of course, how the other 2 are done. Now, normally what I do is I grab the middle piece and I flip it over, and I put my binding strip down either side of the middle piece. So we'll put glue up this side. like that. And just get a rag because I know with the eyelet you get a little bit that comes through the holes. Okay, and then we'll go up the other side real quick. And we'll do same. So this will go on here like this. And I'm positioning it about midway, something along those lines. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll flip it over and we'll attach the outer cards. So I'll flip this, it's going to be this side. Oops. Okay, and then you just line it up, leave yourself a little bit of a gap so that it will fold freely, just like that. And then same with this one on this side. And thank goodness for that, I didn't even check. It could have been the octopus head that got covered up by the lace. All right, so just like that, like I said, leave yourself a little bit of space so that it folds freely and press it down to the lace. And then there you have it. Now I'm going to clip the ends where it's too long. Okay. There we go. And then it folds like this and like that. And there you have one. So that's one of our little booklets. Now, they don't take a long time, but what I think I'm going to do with these, because I have several that are bound with this same eyelet lace of different kinds, I think I'm going to go hunting for other fabric, and that's going to take me a little while. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Our extras. There are a few extra pieces, and of course you can put these on wherever it is that you think that they would go. So I might put a belly band on there. The other thing I thought with some of the belly bands was you could put across here like this. So if I wanted to cut this to 3 inches on your tall pocket, you might put a belly band across that way. So what if we, all of the belly bands are the same paper. So if I cut this, just real quick. And I put it on, just glue either end like you would any other. Like so. And then you could have a belly band across the front of this pocket. Right? Just like that. Okay, and then on this one, your possibilities are to add a red stripe like that, or to have something that's a little more, that stands out a little more. And if I want to make that stand out a little more, we're going to go down the sides of this, I think. Let's do this one. Usually in the 12 by 12 videos, I use the whole paper, so I don't want to leave any of the extra bits, but you get the idea. The main booklet gets made, and then you have whatever little extra bits you can place however you think they fit in your booklet best. So that would go there. You could also use one. My other suggestion would be to use one as a side tuck. So put it on this side of the page and tuck it in that way. And the only reason I say tuck it in that way is so that way when you close the book, whatever you've got tucked in there doesn't fall out. If you put the side tuck on this side, that's to the outside. So, I mean, however you want to do it. I suppose you could put it that way and make sure it fits tight. And then you could have a little tab or something sticking out the side there. Okay, so that makes this one like this. So this flips over like that, and then this closes, and now we have a belly band on this pocket and a belly band there. The other thing you can do is if you're going to tuck this booklet in a pocket, you can put a pocket back here. So maybe I put this pocket back on the back. This particular booklet may be totally loaded with ephemera, or maybe I don't. Okay, let's see. And then this one, I have a whole nother panel. All right, so let's see this one. This has a little pocket there. We could do a belly band on this one. Or if you didn't want all of those flowers, you could put a pocket there. What do we think of a pocket? Or a short pocket? Oh, maybe the short pocket because it matches the stamp. That's not a short pocket, that's a belly band. I don't like that though. You could do a short pocket. That would work as a short pocket. Let's do that. And I don't think I will, since it's so small, I don't know that I'll cut a notch in this one. I will ink it though. So this one's going to be a pocket, so we'll glue it all the way around. And this is, like I said, this is just a matter of you going through the booklets and finding places to fit the extra pieces. The main booklet is, you know, as shown. The other thing you could use some of these little pieces for is if you put a pad down, you might use this as the top of the pad. Okay, and then that's a little pocket. All right. So, let me see. Yeah, that folds over like that. And then this folds over like this. And then we have the back. Now on the back of this one, let's see what this looks like. I already have that in there. On the back of this one, maybe I put this little pocket. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll do a side tuck. Let's do a side tuck. I know I made the comment about putting your tucks on the side so that they're not exposed to the outside, and then this is going to be literally on the outside of the book. So as you can see, these are kind of mix and match. And because you've used 3 pieces of paper, now mine are very bright and crazy, I know. I mentioned earlier. But because you've used 3 pieces of paper from a coordinating pad, or from a single pad, the papers will coordinate. So you can, you know, do all kinds of stuff with it. And that puts a tuck on the back of there. And I think that's my middle. So I have to be careful because that's the one I have to put my lace on. Or whatever I'm going to use to hold it closed. And because this one has a tuck here, I may very well use something thin like lace. Which I have done before and it works out good. Okay, so that's that one. And we have that one. And then this one doesn't have any extras in it. Let's see about putting some extras in this one. What do we want to put on here? Maybe this would be okay with the belly band. Yeah, I like that. All right, so we'll belly band this one. And I will say I have one 3x6 panel left. So we're going to put this on here. Now, that's on the flap that flips out like this. So this would flip in, and your cover would flip in like that, right? Just so you're following where I am. I know, I've kind of taken a bunch of books apart. Now it's all very confusing. I apologize. Okay, the back of this is very red. And I don't like those together. What's the back of this one look like? I don't want to put it over this because I've already put the binding down. So I don't like that there. The only thing I would really be, and I don't have one. They don't have a belly band for this one. All right, guys. Well, I've got a couple of pieces left over. Shame on me. But so that's our little booklet. Here's one bound, and the other three I'm going to look for other bindings for. I hope you guys liked this, and maybe when you do yours, you will use up all your pieces. And I will see you guys in the next fun 12x12 project that I find to share, and talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys.